Hello YouTube and welcome back to my Snooker 147 series. This is episode 2. Quick recap of the rules. On the first frame I will have to score a 147, no questions asked. And so I'll be doing that by whatever means necessary, basically by moving the cue ball around if I have to get into a favourable position to play the next shot, whether that be on a red or the black. And then this is in practice mode of Snooker 19 on the Xbox One, before I forget to mention that. And in the second frame, I'm not allowed to move the cue ball at all, and I have to keep going until I reach a point where I cannot pot another ball. That then becomes end of break, and we write that becomes the final score. And we are doing this in order of the lowest ranked player through to the highest ranked player, which of course will be Ronnie O'Sullivan, right at the end, which will be the last episode. Last episode we did Stephen Hallworth, who was the lowest ranked player, and his final score on the second frame was 101. Can Luke Simmons get any higher? So I can get a nice split here, better than I did in practice. Right, I'm going to do that again because that was a rubbish split. What the hell? So there's still a massive pack in the middle. This is about me. I don't like doing this unless I've got a nice, decent split. That'll do me nice. Okay. Now, like I said, I am allowed to manoeuvre the cue ball around here. Don't know there being a massive pack in the middle. It makes things awkward. Might not move the cue ball around too much. I try on this first shot. Just plonk this red in the corner pocket. Nope, that's gone wrong. Let's move that out so I've got a much... This red will go in. Oh, and on the second frame, the other rule is on the second frame, I'm only allowed 3 attempts per shot. And then it is end of frame. This time I'm keeping an eye out. Because in a few of my practice attempts I made mistakes and didn't realise till I got to the end, and the score wasn't anywhere near as high as it should have been. So what's that so far? How many reds, how many blacks? 3 reds, 3 blacks. Ooh, I tried to land nicely on black there, didn't quite work. The thing you don't want to do is move the black, so if I'm going to come near the black, I'd rather come either round it or just past it or something like that. Bang. It's in. And also, just to say, we'll be starting another new series on this game, where I'll be taking Ronnie O'Sullivan and pitting him against, in quick match mode, and pitting him against all the players from the lowest rank right through to number 2, which I think is Judd Trump, and seeing how many of them he can beat. I will of course be controlling both players in that scenario, which will really put my mettle to the test, won't it? So I will of course see us starting back with Luke Simmons, with Stuart Hallworth again, as the lowest ranked player. No, I'm not going to take that shot. And working our way through to the player in number 2 rank spot. So that's 7 reds, 6 blacks. It's now 7 reds, 7 blacks. And because anyone's wondering, I actually came up with this series. The idea, the reason I came up with this series was because I thought, well, I know snooker fans love seeing a 147, so I was like, well, why don't I do a series where every episode will actually have a 147 in it. You know, you'll literally see a 147 in every episode, and also you'll see the table cleared twice in every episode. 2 total clearances and a 147. Oh. Let me pop this ball, then I'll finish that sentence. So then it became do a series where we'll see 2 total clearances and at least 1 147. Maybe 2 if we get lucky. Maybe 2 if one day we get lucky on frame 2. You never know. Ooh. You never know. One episode we may get lucky on frame 2 and see 2 147s in a video. But until then, it's going to be 1 147 and 1. Well, let's see if we can beat that 101 from last time. Okay. That's good. Now I just need to come back onto the black. Playing with some pace, see if I can land on a red. Not a bloody chance. Okay. Drop the power here slightly so I don't go in off. Probably at least 10 reds now. 10 or 11 reds now. Yeah, 11 reds, 11 blacks. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Oh, hang on. Why am I trying to put it over there when I can just pop it in there? What am I doing? And my plan there had been knock the reds and hopefully I'm on the black again. I am. Yes, a bit straighter than I'd like, but I'll take it. Because I can just drop the power. Yes. That's 60, 14 reds, 14 blacks. $15 reds. This will be the 15th black. There it goes. Now just the colours remain, and I am never potting the yellow from there. Bit more power, that would have been alright. Oh, actually quite nicely on the brown there. That was not a bad shot all in all. Pop the brown, hopefully be on the blue. I didn't say pop the blue yet. That's not nice. I'm going to redo the brown there because that wasn't a nice shot on the blue. Maybe this time I won't actually hit the blue. There we go. I mean, I could have left that and tried to pot the blue from there, but it just wouldn't have been practical because, yeah. See, nudge the blue in. Oh, hang on, I am on the black. Look at that. I thought, oh dear, I've gone the wrong way up the table, but no, I am on the black. 147, how's that? I'll just come up there, I'm going to come up there on the screen so you can actually see it, get the proof that that was a 147. 147. Now we go for frame 2, and this is the frame where I try and go as best I can without needing, oh dear, without needing to, without needing to move the cue ball. I'm trying to get a good split. By the way, the break doesn't count as a shot, that just counts as the break. So I'm trying to get a good split here. It doesn't want to split very nice. Let's try hitting it a bit deeper. Okay, so I've got 1 off the break. That's nice. Remember, I get 3 tries per shot. And we've got 101 to beat, if we can. I'm not allowed to move the cue ball. It has to be played from wherever it lands. That's not going in, is it? No. Ah, the brown might. Okay, the brown's come to my rescue there. I was nearly into break very early on. Couldn't believe that. I'm like, no! The break can't end this early. Might have to take the green here unless I can just get the black. Even though I can sort of hit the black, I don't think it's going to go in. And if it does, I'm cannoning a red. I don't want to cannon just yet. Ooh, actually, that's may have helped. Actually, taking the black there. Have I held for the black? I hope I have. Obviously, there's no hope of a 147 here. I only hope that went out the window when I played that hopeless split. Yeah. Obviously, when we're in the match, whatever split I get, that's the split we've got to go with. So... Oh, black to the other pocket. How interesting. What's my score so far? 29. This goes in. Which it does. Well done, Jamie. Now, what do we do from here? Because the red I... Ooh, I was going to say, the red I wanted I can't get on. I actually can get on it. I've nudged the black, but that might not matter in this situation. Because I've still got the green up there I can go for. I've also got the pink. And the only red I'm not liking the look of at this section in time are the 2 here down by the black and the one up in the balk end. The only reason I was brave enough to try that shot was because I knew I had those 2 reds as a buffer. So I couldn't possibly go in off. Oh. See if that goes in. Bloody hell. It's not there. Oh, I think that might be there. There we go, it's there. That was the third attempt. Had that not gone in, that would have been end of frame. Or end of break. There we go, that goes in. See, these reds on the cushion are the ones that are doing me right now. What's the score? 56. Well, I've nudged that red out to a much nicer position. Brings me up for the pink, I hope. See if I can do it again. I have. Oh, thank God for that. No go breaking my heart. Whoop, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I did not just move the cue ball. How's that then? It just gets the black back on its spot. What's the score now? 84. Let's see. It's in. That was just me pressing the wrong button, and as you saw, I managed to get the cue ball exactly where it was. So no harm, no foul. Can I pop the black? I did, and I've cannoned that red back onto the cushion, which is exactly what I didn't want to do. What's the score? 92. Right, this is it. If this doesn't go in, it's end of break. Oh, that's end of break. So, that's my third and final attempt. So, Luke Simmons finishes with a score of just 92. And now, we do whatever we have to do to clear the table. So I'm now officially allowed to move the cue ball again because I called end of break, as you saw, as you heard. So I'm now allowed to do whatever I like again. So I'm just going to go for whatever colour I like, and I'm going to go for the black. Because now many other YouTubers have just ended the video where they've gone, oh, end of break. Okay, well that's it. Thank you very much, guys. To see you next time. No, not me. I'm not going to do that because whenever I'm watching a Snooker match on the TV, and they always get down to the last few colours, and they pot the pink, purely because they don't need the black. They just don't bother potting it. That annoys me because I like to see the table. Oh God, I like to see the table cleared. So that's what part of this series is about. Always making sure the table gets cleared in both frames. So that was part of when I came up with this series. That was part of my ambition was clear the table in both frames. Don't don't leave the table uncleared because that will just annoy people. Now, what I didn't realise was I just nudged the pink into a much more easily potable position without intending to. Excuse me. And so that frame ends with a 134 had I gone all the way. Well, thank you very much for watching. Episode 3 will be coming soon. Not quite sure when, but it will be coming soon. And the next video that will appear will be the first episode of the Ronnie O'Sullivan Versus series, as I'm going to be calling it, I think. So, yeah. Till next time, take it easy. Be kind to one another. Be nice to one another, be kind to one another, like what you like, love who you love, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video.